Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another video. Today, I got some beta gameplay for you guys for Grounded, an upcoming Xbox exclusive going straight to Game Pass. This closed beta was exclusive to the Xbox Insider program. The beta basically allows you to play the first 30 minutes of the game, so we're going to be able to start the story mode and learn a little bit about how the game plays and exactly what it is. So when you first start up the game, it actually gives you an arachnophobia warning. It says this game contains spiders that are often much larger than the player. If you're super not okay with that, you can enable arachnophobia safe mode in the accessibility options. Now, personally, I'm not too scared of spiders, so I'm not going to be disabling any spider features. Now, when you start up the game, it enables you to pick one of the 4 teenagers. I'm going to go ahead and pick the default teenager. His name is Max. So you start off in this little pit area. Again, we're going to be getting a preview of the first 30 minutes of this game. I've never played it before, so forgive me if I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to be learning along the way. Now, first and foremost, this game gives off major, and I mean major, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibes. Now, if you weren't born in the 90s, you may not know what that is, and you may need to Google it, but it's a movie called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where they shrink in size, and they encounter all of these big ants and bugs, things like that. Okay, so the first thing it's asking us to do is to track down the signal to its source, and then to interact with the computer inside of this tent. Now, it appears that we'll be able to analyze our resources there. Whatever that means, we'll figure it out. Next, it says look around and see what you can find more evidence. Okay, so that's pretty vague. Jesus, that is a big ladybug. So it appears that this game is going to have a lot of crafting in it. If you guys have played games like Minecraft, Ark, 7 Days to Die, you guys will be familiar with these types of mechanics. We're going to have to gather resources, and we're going to end up building items or crafting items. And like with most of these games, typically you start off with absolutely nothing. We're going to have to gather resources to build our first weapons, our first armor, things like that. You also are going to have to manage your thirst and your hunger. Now, if I pull up the crafting menu, it only enables me to craft one item, and that's the pebblet spear. So I'm not too sure how this works. Typically in these games, you have to find blueprints or level up to be able to unlock new craftable items. But for now, I suppose we'll just work on crafting this pebblet spear. It says to craft this that I need 2 sprigs, 3 plant fibers, and 1 pebblet. I already picked up the pebblet. These are these little rocks that you pick up, find on the floor. But I need to find 2 sprigs and 3 plant fibers. Now, I found the plant fiber that I needed, however, I still need to find these sprigs, so I'll have to keep looking around. I'm definitely trying to craft my first weapon because last thing I want to do is run into one of these giant spiders with no weapon. I'll end up having to defend myself with one of these little rocks, and I don't feel like throwing these rocks at the spiders are really going to do anything. Now, I'm looking around for this so-called sprig, and I'm pulling up a bunch of these plants. However, it appears that they're just regular plant fibers. So I'm going to have to look for the one that looks more like a sprout. Aha, there we go. So I just picked up a sprig, so I should be able to craft my pebblet spear now. Yep, it looks like I have everything that I need. So let's go ahead and craft and equip that. Okay, sweet. So now I finally got myself a weapon to defend myself from these supposedly giant spiders. Now, so far, I haven't encountered any insects that were trying to attack me. So far, they all appear to be pretty friendly. However, I can imagine eventually we're going to run into some insects that maybe aren't so friendly. So far, no sign of any spiders. However, there's a bunch of fire ants right here. So let's see. Okay, so after you attack them, it appears that they definitely start to attack you. I'm getting jumped right now by a bunch of fire ants. I think their eyes even turned red. I don't know if that's like a signal of, them being in attack mode. Aw, man. Alright, it looks like that was a bad decision, guys. You can block by holding the left trigger, but Yeah, I ended up dying. I got jumped by those fire ants. So it looks like I had to start at the beginning of the demo. However, I didn't lose any of my mission progress. I did lose all of my inventory, so everything that I had collected I lost. But it's saying that I can go pick up my backpack to be able to, get all of the items that I had before. So I guess it kind of takes that Dark Souls route where, if you die, you got to go, collect your soul, or in this case, your backpack. I think that's the way it works in Ark and 7 Days to Die as well. So most of these types of games are like that. Now, I definitely don't want to lose any progress, especially considering this is only a 30-minute demo, and I want to try to complete all of the story mode content in this 30 minutes to make sure that I take full advantage of this demo and I don't miss out on any content. Alright, so I picked up my backpack and I pressed LB to take all of my items out of my backpack. So luckily I got my spear back and I don't have to worry about collecting all of those resources and crafting that all over again. Now it appears that if you use the D-pad, you can access a construction menu, an executables menu, and an emotes menu. Now that makes me wonder how the multiplayer experience is going to be like. What's the advantage of playing this with friends? Maybe just that you can build stuff faster or get through the game faster. But I suppose, again, when you compare it to games like Ark, 7 Days to Die, Atlas, these games have similar features. You can choose to play them with a team online. Now, the thing that I'm really digging about this game compared to the other games of similar style is that this one appears to have a story mode. Games like 7 Days to Die, Ark, they don't have a story mode or, missions to accomplish necessarily. So I do think that Grounded has a slight advantage here in terms of the story content and main missions. It does appear to be pretty linear. I mean, it shows all of the objectives on the upper left-hand side of the screen and tells you exactly what you have to do to proceed through the story content. Now, I actually have a lot of confidence in this game, the story mode, and all of the missions, etc. Because if you guys don't know, this game is developed by Obsidian. Obsidian is known for most recently creating Outer Worlds, but in the past they made games like Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, Fallout New Vegas, or even going way back in the day, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. And I think they even made South Park Stick of Truth. So believe me, this is a studio with tons of experience. It's kind of weird for them to make a game like this, but really awesome because, this is the game of its own. There's nothing really similar to this. I can't think of any other games where you're shrunken down to the size of, a bug and you're fighting these giant bugs, literally like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Now, I am doing this voiceover post playing the game, so I can tell you right now, without spoiling anything, I do make it through all of the story content in this demo. So if you're interested in staying tuned for the full 30-minute video, just know that you will be able to see all of the story mode content in this demo. Now, holy cow, there is a spider right there. Now, I think I'm gonna choose to try to dodge the spider and sneak my way by rather than engaging it because I just barely have this starter spear and I'm really not confident that that's going to be able to take care of the spider because, let's be real, I got jumped and died by a bunch of little tiny fire ants. There's no way I'm going to be able to handle that big spider right now. Alright, so it says I need to find water. So do I need to find like a little puddle or something like that? Holy crap, the spider seen me. I am out of here. Just so you guys know, you guys can run or sprint by pressing in the left thumbstick. I am straight out of here. I don't know if that spider is right on my tail or what, but I'm going to try to jump somewhere high. Holy cow, yeah, it chased me all the way down over here. And it's trying to shoot a projectile at me. Yeah, okay, so it appears that you can climb up high to get away from the spider. So luckily, it doesn't appear that the spider climbs up in this game, so I was able to get away. Let's see if it leaves or if it just hangs out right there. I'm going to have to find a way to get away without, getting jumped by this spider. Okay. The spider left, guys, so I'm going to jump down and I'm going to go over here. It appears that this has something to do with the main mission. Perfect. I accomplished the mission to find more evidence. So let's take a look. What is this machine? Is this the Honey I Shrunk the Kids machine? Is this how I got shrunken down to a tiny little person? Alright, let's see. Okay. This totally looks like a shrinking device. Okay. So that device up there that's pointed at it, it must be some type of laser. Oh, look, a little gnat. That gnat is trying to kill me. What the hell? Gnats are vicious. Man, I thought most of the bugs in this game were going to be friendly, but I guess not. I guess you gotta be careful. You never know. What about this guy? I'm gonna kill him anyway, I'm sorry. I can collect his resources. I got some raw weevil meat. Okay, these gnats though, yeah, they're aggressive. They are aggressive. Anytime I see a gnat, it's donezo. What I really need to do is build myself an axe so I can start chopping down some of these plants, because there's a lot of this grass and dry grass that I can't chop up because I don't have an axe, and I need some of those resources to continue crafting some of the items I want to craft. So for now, I'm just going to continue to collect resources. Oh look, sweet, there's a cute little water bubble. I was able to slurp it. Nice. So that appears to be how you find water and you quench your thirst, is by picking up little water drops. That's crazy. Just a little drop of water was probably like a whole freaking 2 liter for this little mini person. The next mission says investigate the mysterious machine. Okay, so that must have been the machine that I was at. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Okay, I found some sap. I think I needed some sap to craft something. I'll have to double check. I think I needed a little bit of sap to make that torch. Eventually, I'm probably going to need to craft a torch. The only reason I could imagine they have a torch in the game is if it ends up getting dark. So maybe you end up crawling into a hole somewhere that's too dark and you need a torch. Wow, look how beautiful, guys. This game is pretty cool. As I mentioned before, it's definitely its own game. I mean, I can't even think of any game that is similar to this at all. Very, very creative. I know some people were clowning on Microsoft for creating cartoony games and yada yada yada, but let's be real. I mean, this is a really creative game, and I mean, I'm sure it looks much better in this art style than it would in a realistic, art style. Well, I don't even know. I mean, some people would say this looks cartoony, but I would say it looks semi-realistic. All of the textures and lighting, it's really good. So I'm definitely not complaining. Maybe the characters themselves, look a little cartoony, but again, I'm not complaining. Personally, I'm a big platformer guy. I love all of the mascot games, like Mario, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and the kind of lame attempts that Microsoft has made at the whole platformer mascot, like Blinks and Voodoo Vince. Even those games, I appreciated those. But what they really need to do is bring back Banjo-Kazooie and Conker, because who knows why Microsoft has been sitting on those IPs for so long. I mean, I'm sure that those would be very, very good sellers. Anyhow, I'm getting off topic. So back to the mission. Investigate the mysterious machine. So I would assume that this is the mysterious machine. Let's check out these buttons over here. Emergency, activate, target. Okay, the target button is blinking. It allows me to press it by pressing X. And there we go, the lasers are activated. Do I get to go back to normal size already? Okay. So it appears that there is an issue with one of the lasers. It's blocked by the grass. I can imagine I'm probably going to need to create the axe to chop down the grass, because I don't think that I can chop it down with the spear. Yeah, it says I need an axe. Alright, so as far as I know, I mean, in the crafting menu, it doesn't show me that I can make an axe yet. Sorry, I accidentally pressed start. The crafting menu, see? Yeah, torch and sprig bow. Spear, torch, bow. No axe yet. Man, how do I wonder how I'm able to craft new items. Okay, maybe I need to go back to that tent that I seen in the beginning of the game. Or maybe... Okay, so there's two lasers having issues. It appears that this laser right over here isn't blocked, but it's like glitching out. It's blinking, so I don't know if there's like a connection issue here in the machine. It doesn't let me interact with anything. Everything appears to look good. Maybe I have to go over there to that tower. I don't know what you call those. Let's just refer to them as laser towers. Two of the lasers have connection issues. That one appears to be glitching out, and the other one is straight up blocked by the grass, but I don't have an axe yet, so I'm assuming that maybe I need to start off with the glitching laser first, and then maybe after I solve that one, I'll be able to craft an axe. Let's check it out. So I'm gonna go over there. Let's see if we can climb it and find out, what's the issue. Why is this laser glitching out? In the meantime, I'm just going to try to collect some resources. Maybe I'll run into some new types of resources over here by this laser tower. Okay. So I hear a weird noise. And yeah, so it appears that these insects are eating up the wire that goes up to the laser. So we probably have to destroy these insects. Okay, they're mites. Wow. And these mites appear to be aggressive. Jesus, man. Alright, I'm about to stab all of these mites. I'm gonna pick them up, get myself some mite fuzz. Okay, what did I say earlier? Whole dark cave, need a torch. So I'm probably going to have to create that torch in effort to come down here and destroy all of those mites. Unless I just try to go YOLO and just go in there and stab everywhere, hoping that I accomplish the mission. But for now, I'm going to follow this wire up and make sure that I get any mites that are going up. Here's another one. I wonder if I can climb this wire all the way to the top. It makes me kind of nervous that I'm going to fall down. I'm not too sure if you have fall damage in this game. Sketch jump, sketch jump. I made it though. We're all good. Let's continue to walk up. And I think I've reached a dead end, guys. It doesn't appear that there are any more mites up here, so I think I got all of the mites. At least the ones besides the ones that are deeper in the cave. I think I probably have to destroy a few more mites inside of that cave to fix this laser. Okay. That stick goes all the way up to that rake. I don't think that has anything to do with this, though. I think for now I need to worry about crafting myself a torch so that way I can go into that cave and investigate the rest of this wire. So let's go ahead and pull up the crafting menu and see what I need to craft a torch. So I need 2 sprigs, 1 sap, 2 woven fiber, and 3 grass chunks. Okay, so we are going to be looking for woven fiber and grass chunks. Wow. I didn't even realize I was that low on life. Freaking mite killed me, man. Alright, so I started back at the beginning, which is unfortunate because I only have 12 minutes left in this demo. But luckily I'm able to go retrieve my backpack, and it appears that it's actually pretty close. So I'm going to go pick that up and retrieve all of my items. And then I need to work on finding those resources that I was talking about so I can go ahead and craft this torch, because again, I really want to finish this story content before the video ends. And to do that, I think I have to fix this mysterious machine. And to fix that, I gotta fix both lasers. So wish me luck that I'm able to build a torch, go into this cave, and cut down that other piece of grass to fix both lasers, in the next 11 minutes before this demo ends. Alright, I think I'm going to make a go at it. I'm just going to try to go in the cave with no torch and see how it goes. Yeah, the deeper you go, the more pitch black it gets. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting attacked in here. I'm probably getting jumped and I can't even see it. Yep, huge mistake, huge mistake. Let's leave. I'm retreating. I'm also stabbing in the air. You guys can't see right now, but I'm doing my best to try to stab these mites in the dark. But, I'm getting way too close to dying, so I need to get towards the tunnel. That way I don't have to retrieve my backpack way in there. Oh, yep, see. that didn't last very long. So I'm gonna have to restart again, and I'm gonna have to go get my backpack. Luckily, it isn't too deep in that cave. I'll go pick up my backpack, and then we'll figure out how to craft this torch, because it appears that I'm definitely going to need the torch to be able to go and find my way through that cave. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this rock just in case I need to defend myself against, one of these freaking mites. Chuck a rock at it. Alright, grab my backpack, retrieve all items. Okay, so it says that it wants me to build a lean-to, unblock the obstructed laser, find whatever is weakening one of the other lasers. Okay. I think the lean-to is basically what you craft, like your bed. It's so that you can sleep at night, but I don't even think the demo is going to last long enough for us to go to the next day, so I'm not going to worry about crafting the item for us to sleep in. For now, I'm really just worried about finishing the story content in this demo, and to do that, I need to craft a torch and somehow craft an axe. So let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying to find some resources, and hopefully I don't run into one of these spiders. These little mushrooms right here, guys, you can eat those. That's how you replenish your health, with mushrooms. I'm sure that eventually there's some other, types of resources that you can collect for food, but for now, at least in the demo or the beginning of the game, I think the only food item is the mushrooms. I also want to point out that if you're somebody that downloaded the demo and your 30 minutes expires, it does allow you to restart the demo over again. So you can play through the demo as much as you want, it just ends after 30 minutes. Alright, so I went back to the tent that I found in the beginning of the game, and it appears that I can use this computer to analyze all of my resources. I analyzed the pebble, and look what it did. It allowed me to discover the recipe for creating the axe. So while I'm in here, I'm just going to go ahead and scan all of my resources, analyze all of them. That way I can add a couple new things to my crafting menu. Luckily, I got what I needed. I'm able to craft an axe now, and I'm going to craft that. I don't know if I'm going to need any additional resources quite yet. Hopefully I have what I need, and I can craft it real quick. That way I can go chop down that piece of grass, and that way that laser issue is fixed. And then other than that, we still need to craft a torch so I can kill those mites in that cave. And then after that, hopefully we can get this machine back up and running. Okay, so it appears that the woven fiber is something that you craft. So you actually have to craft an item to craft an item. Interesting. So I got some more woven fiber for my torch. However, for the torch, it appears that I'm still going to need some resources. So I'm going to craft the axe for now, but the torch is going to have to wait. Because the thing is that to craft the torch, I need dry grass chunk, and to collect that resource, you need an axe because you need to chop it up. So I don't think it's possible to get the torch before the axe. You have to get the axe first, but to be able to craft the axe, you have to go into that little tent and analyze the rock or pebblet. Now, forgive me if I'm in the menus a lot during this demo. I was trying to figure everything out. It appears that eventually you can equip something in your strong hand, and then in your weak hand, and then you can equip a glider. You can equip armor for your head, armor for your upper body, and then armor for your lower body. Now, as you can see, I can chop the grass now. However, once you collect these grass planks, I'm not too sure what you do with them. Probably, you build like a house or a fort or something like that, but it doesn't let you put these big grass chunks in your pocket. You actually have to carry them around or drop them, and to be honest, I'm not too sure what to use them on yet, so I think I'm just gonna drop them and move on my way, because I only have 6 minutes left and I want to fix both of these lasers. And first things first, I gotta go chop down the grass that is blocking the first laser. So, oh, here we go. Here is some dry grass chunk. That's exactly what I needed to craft my torch. So I think I got what I needed to craft my torch, so I'll go ahead and craft that in just a moment. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way to this piece of grass that's blocking the laser, because I want to chop that down. It's definitely getting dark quick. I think the day and night cycle in this game is 30 minutes, so every 30 minutes it turns nighttime, and so on and so forth. So let's see here, I'm back to the mysterious machine. Which lasers are the ones that are blocked? Here we go. That is the piece of grass that is blocking the laser, so let's go ahead and chop that down, and that should fix that and accomplish that little bonus objective. Perfect. Mission accomplished. I unblocked the obstructed laser. Next we gotta fix the one that is glitching out, so I'm gonna need to craft a torch, and then we need to make our way over to that laser tower, and we're gonna have to go into that cave, that really dark cave with all of the mites, and make sure that we clear out all of the mites that are eating at that wire. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprint over there as fast as I can, because again, I'm running out of time on this demo, and I want to make sure that I get through all of the story content. I debated on crafting one of those lean-tos, but again, I think I'm just gonna wait. A bunch of stuff got added to my crafting menu once I analyzed all of my resources. Like I can craft a canteen now, for instance, which I'm sure you can keep water in so that you can drink it whenever you're thirsty. So I went ahead and crafted that torch, so I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. And pretty cool, so it appears that you put the torch in your weak hand, so you are able to carry a torch and a one-handed weapon at the same time. So in this instance, I can carry my axe and my torch at the same time, which is really going to help me, making my way through this dark cave, because I'll be able to carry my torch and see my way through, and at the same time I'll be able to attack enemies with the right trigger, if any mites try jumping me again, which is probably sure to happen. So here we go, guys. I made my way back to this laser tower. However, it's getting dark. It's probably almost our bedtime, being that we're just a little kid or teenager, I don't know, maybe teenagers don't have bedtimes. And now that we're back in this cave, I can go ahead and get my revenge on all of these mites that killed my innocent soul before. So let's see, can I break this? It doesn't appear that that's blocking it. Let's just follow the wire deeper into the cave. Okay, some glowing resources, that looks cool. I'll grab those after I defeat all of these mites. And along the way, I'm picking up the mites to get the mite fuzz. I don't think they have any meat, I think it's mite fuzz. And these should be the last two mites. There we go. I went ahead and repaired both lasers, and now the mysterious machine should be working. It says to go back and investigate it. But first, I'm gonna pick up these glowing resources while I'm in here. And yeah, let's go ahead and head back. Let's see what we did. I'm curious to see, what happened to that machine. I wonder if at the end of the game, you end up fixing the machine and going back to your actual size. I'm curious as to how all of this happened. Like, how did everybody shrink themselves? I'm sure there's a lot of mystery behind the story. I'm definitely interested to play the full game. So far, I actually really loved the demo. This game has a ton of potential. Even in a closed beta, I didn't have any issues or any glitches during this, demo gameplay. So props to Microsoft. It looks like it's going to be an excellent game. It's, again, about a month away from coming out. It's going to end up releasing on July 28th, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. If you have Game Pass, you will be able to play it on day one with Xbox Game Pass. If you're interested in giving this demo a try, you may be able to still. I know there was a limited amount of people that were going to be able to try the beta, but what you need to do is go to the Microsoft Store. You need to download the Xbox Insider app, and then after that, you can go ahead and download the Grounded closed beta through the Xbox Insider app. Other than that, that wraps up the demo gameplay for Grounded. Luckily, we were able to make it through all of the story-related content in this demo, so you guys were able to see most of the content included here in this closed beta, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.